Welcome back, my warriors, to more Assassin's Creed 3. Last time we were just about to come to an end of Sequence 5. We had just saved Terry from the river, and I think the other guy's name is Godfrey. But we have to come over here to Achilles. He's over here at the shipyard.
I found him! People say he's a myth, but I have him! Captain Keenan, to be sure. Just get me a ship and a crew, and we'll find out what it was he held so dear. I met him once, that captain. He was 7 feet tall if he was an inch. I tell ya, legs like tree trunks and a smithy's arms. Almost broke my hand shaking it'll know. I could feel it then when I met him. No weapon made by man could harm him.
Okay. Where is he? I hear him all the way down here, but I don't see him. I'm gonna guess he's up here with Achilles. Nah, he's there. Where's the other guy? Is he down there? See, this makes no sense unless he's on a ship. He's probably on the ship. Let me think about it. Whatever. Let's just hurry up to go to Achilles.
Go away!
Said go away, boy! Do you not speak the King's English? Oh, I didn't see you there, old man. I'd have set my home in order if I'd known you'd be calling.
The boy's name is Connor. He's here to restore the property.
Restore? Restore? Pardon my manners. She's still the fastest in the Atlantic. Sure, she needs some attention. Minor things mostly, but with a little affection, she'll fly again.
Who is she?
Who is she? Why, the Aquila boy, the ghost of the North Seas.
The boat.
A boat? She's a ship boy, and make no mistake about it. I thought you brought him here to restore order. I reckon he's the greenest thing on the frontier.
Connor, meet me back at the manor when you've finished here.
You said it requires repairs. You able?
She does need work. A ship is a she, boy. And yes, I can refit her, but I'm lacking in the proper supplies. Some quality timber would help me get started.
I can see to that. How long before she, is able to sail again?
Just get me the lumber, boy, and I'll raise a crew.
Alright, reach Achilles. See, that's part of the thing we have to do. You can do a lot of things in this area. And as the story continues, it'll grow into its own area. So let's come up here. So yeah, this is one of Achilles' friends that has a ship that's destroyed. I don't understand. You know what? Never mind. I'm not even gonna ask questions about it. Achilles probably didn't give a care until we came here.
There you are. I've something to show you. Come, take a look.
What is it?
A ledger. It lets us manage the homestead's dealings.
And these?
That was years ago. Before the slow fever, before the Templars, before everything collapsed. but that's all in the past. Better we focus on what's in front of us. Take up the ledger, and I'll teach you how it all works.
Alright, stockpile. Stockpile allows you to purchase items from homesteaders and display items you currently own. Okay. Browse all the items. Crafting, trading. Alright. So we need 4. So Godfrey and Terry, the lumberjacks, have oak lumber available for purchase. Purchase the oak lumber. Alright. And this is coming from our money, so we have... Okay. Funds 30, cost 8. 3. Okay, it's telling us how to do it right there. Alright. Now they're restocking. Okay. So stockpiles should contain oak lumber, but the lumberjacks are out of stock, but should produce more periodically. Alright. Crafting. Trading. Select the trading. Okay. Land convoy. Oak logs can be sold to merchants through convoys. Press to select a convoy. Assign item. Low lumber. All 3. Travel time, risk, tax now. Merchants. Location and advantages, disadvantage regarding the time, risk, tax, and value of the product. Choose wisely. Alright. Select resource. Items are placed in slots ready to send. Alright. Select resource. Clear. Hold. Okay. Congratulations, you just sent your first convoy. Yeah, monitor the progress in the ledger. Training begins. Fully synchronized.
Time passed quickly after that. My days a blur of study, training, and work. What little free time Achilles allowed me was spent learning about the Templars, about Charles Lee and my father. I longed to confront them, to put an end to their schemes, to ensure my people would remain untroubled and free. But I knew it was too soon, that to approach them now would see me killed. All my work would be for nothing. Patience, restraint. These proved the most difficult subjects for me. But in time, I mastered them as well. Days became months, months became years. And as my skills and knowledge grew, so too did I.
Yeah, if you saw, I got a little bit taller. And based on what it just said, 6 more months later, because about a year has passed since we came here. Remember that the first 6 months was us going back to the town, and then the next 6 months that just happened. So basically a year just passed. I don't know why he said months to years, but he did, so. Let me see. I have, yeah, so I thought. I have the bow. Let's put that on. We'll still have our hands on us. What about that pig leg fellow that we heard last time we were here? Alright. Land convoy to Boston in 10 minutes. Man, it's been years. It should have been already done. Okay. Hard way. Sail to Martha's Vineyard to equip the Aquila with cannons. Officers must be hired to command new guns.
Come aboard and feast your eyes, boy. No, not the left foot. Never the left foot. Horrible look. Step with your right foot first.
She is solid?
Aye. Weatherly and sleek.
She'll fetch 12 knots in a stiff gale. Near a ship from here to Singapore can outrun her on her best day. What do you say we take her out? Show you what she can do firsthand.
Where would we go?
As it happens, she still needs guns and the officers to command them. We'll launch straight away. Don't worry, lad. I'll make sure you sprout good sea legs. All in the mainsail! Get up the rigging! Hand over fist! Come on, men! Let's get her out where she needs to be! Come on, lad. No time like the present. Take the helm.
Is it time for the early return of
Double
Captain
time, boy. It's
Arlo?
time you learned.
I think it is. Approach the wheel and press circle.
Come on, lad. No time. Come on. She won't bite.
Yeah, she may when I'm done with her.
You connect.
Half sail!
Do not take any damage before you reach Martha's
Ah! Your killer flies again. Do you feel it, lad? Set a course for Martha's Vineyard. We'll find our guns and officers there. She's a nimble vessel, but the faster she goes, the more cumbersome she grows. And the firmer your hand needs to be. Enjoy this stretch of open water before we come upon those shallows. Call for full sail if you like.
That's what I'm trying to do.
We need more speed. We need every more sail.
Here we go.
Wind looks
where
to be
the-
shifting. Stay alert, Connor. Gusty winds can be difficult to manage.
Yeah, where'd these waves come from? I was about to say. It's moving to the right. That's the way the waves are moving. You don't want to have full sail when the waves are like that. It's better to stay half sail. Come on, shift. There you go.
Now, take us through these shallows. Careful not to run up on them. The sandbars will slow us down, but the rocks will put a hole through a hull. And if you want to make a quick tack, call for half sail. She's more maneuverable then.
Yeah, I see. Take no damage. Now this should be simple, but because there's wind, I know it's going to be difficult. Plus, I can't really see too well.
Mind those other vessels. Hold your tack to keep your right of way.
You don't have right away. They should stop. There we go. As long as there are no strong winds. Let's go half sail. I don't trust it. Here we go. How far is Martha's Vineyard? Lower, lower, nope, nope. There we go. Just follow that ship and we should be nice. And I think we're clear. Back at the pier. Ah.
Cottages. We're close.
Let's go ahead and turn it. Oh. Yeah, I see you there. Don't worry, we're not gonna hit you. But this one ship is making me questionable.
No sail now. Double time. Drop anchor. We'll go ashore, buy our guns, and find our officers.
Oh, hello, Miss Mandy. You're looking every bit as ravishing as I remember.
After all these years, you sail all the way to the vineyard to pay me compliments?
We are looking for David and Richard Clutterbuck.
Nice to see you, too.
Robert Falkner. Where the hell you been?
Sorry for leaving like I did, lads, but where I was going, no one could know. You two working much?
No. Between contracts at the moment.
Well, we're looking for gunnery officers. What would you two say to working with me again?
We'd be for getting into a few more scraps.
Good show.
The Aquila is a fine vessel. We're fitting all the guns as we speak.
Looks like your friend's about to catch a beating.
Where is Charles Lee?
I don't much care for your tone.
Hey, you don't want to be doing that, Biddle.
Bobby Falkner turned to wet nursing. It's good you finally realize you're a shite sailor.
Whoa, 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 not in here, gentlemen. Better still, not at all. Bobby, take your friends and get out!
Let's go, boys. Our guns ought to be ready. Come on.
Ah, so the church was there. It's time.
What the bloody hell was that about?
The older man is a Templar. Who was he with?
A Templar? The young buck was Nicholas Biddle. Nobody. Sails before the mast. Midshipman for the Crown.
Are the guns ready?
Aye, but we won't jump in over our heads. We'll find a suitable target and show you how they work. We've fitted her with a modest amount of guns to start, but rest assured there's ample room to add more should you feel the need.
Nice. I'm gonna upgrade it full.
Looks like a British frigate with half seas over. Should do nicely for a spotted target practice. Bring around broadside, and when all guns are on target, call fire.
Alright, so L2, R2 as well. Fire to register.
Round shot for a start.
Hold and release, okay. Nice.
Well done, boy! Now, aim all guns at her bow and do as much damage as possible.
Fire the broadsides at the front of the wreck. Until charge and release the fire.
Give us the order and we'll focus on her bow. Fire! Some old powder in there.
Good! Now give the swivel guns a turn. More precise. Hit those old
beautiful.
powder barrels and light up the sky.
This is what I really love about the game. L2. Oh, okay, so they just aim like this. That's what I'm talking about.
Never gets old. Not bad for a spot, Captain.
You are a fast learner.
Provided something interests me.
Ah, getting a taste for the open sea, are we? We'll make a jack tar out of you yet. Now we should be getting back. The old man is like to have my hide for keeping you out so long.
Let's do this. Pretty sure we're gonna be ambushed though. Is anybody following us? Probably.
Why is he shooting at us?
Destroying property of the crown, disturbing the king's peace, take your pick.
What do we do?
Naught else but to fight back. Sink the bastard.
Alright.
Use the swivels on him, Captain!
Can you please aim well? Here we go. Brace. Yep, brace. Alright, nice. Brace for impact. Brace. Ah, nice. Brace. So I gotta brace first. Is that a good one? I don't know if any of these braces are doing good. There we go. Nice. Get down. Ooh. Get down. Yeah, then there's that one. Come on. And they're done.
English frigate! I'll be betwattled, another one. Where in the bloody hell did she come from?
Wow, you didn't teach me how to take over the first time. Bring up the guns, men. Get her in sights. Ah, you idiots! Oh, we should have shot out their flag. Get down, get down. There we go. Yeah, that won't work. Nice. Get down. Nice, full sail. Our sail brace. Ah, we're still taking damage. Yeah, that won't work. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, man. Get down. Ah, they're done.
Carry on, sailor. Not bad for your first voyage, eh, boy?
Now we best be getting back, or the old man'll have my guts for garters.
The hard way. Full synchronization.
I got 'em! All of 'em! You get what I need, and I'll give 'em to you. Simple. You got a ship, could find 'em all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
You weeks. And not even a goodbye before you left.
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for? Put them on. Once upon a time, we had a ceremony on such occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
Sequence 5 complete. The day the Templars cried.
Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky, though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
That's an easy one.
Just a heads up.
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum. Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
If only they knew.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission. This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above.
What do you mean, above? Can you hear me? Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, reach you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got pictures. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice, strong signal.
That didn't look nice and strong. Whatever. We're Desmond now. I think this is one of 2 parts we can do with this. And of course, we don't have a light. Let's see. Here we go. And I think we're supposed to be going through a garden or something. Come on, just go. This is a huge building we have to, I think, climb down.
Oh, no, hold still. That's a lovely view.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
So, we drop from here, do we not? Let's see, did we climb? Yeah, I think we climb. Climbing up. Yep. Now, if you were me, I think the first time I did this, I just jumped off the thing and almost died. Or I did die. And then found out I had to go this way. Yeah, this isn't realistic. Go up.
Jesus.
Look on the bright side. No security to worry about.
And on the not so bright side, the slightest misstep means you're effectively paced.
Shut up, Sean.
All right. I'm up. Nice. I'm up. You shouldn't move with you on there.
Almost there, Desmond. Once you reach the top of the lit-up crane, you should be high enough to make the jump.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Yeah, don't say things like that.
Well, you might want to worry a little. I'm pretty sure she was high when she was running the numbers.
Sean!
Joke. It was a joke. Or was it?
Or was it? Obviously. So let's turn over here. Now continue up. Go through that, and then we parachute in to some place. And this is a whole part of the game, so.
Jump when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late, and you'll miss the building.
Okay, are you gonna tell me when? Or should I just jump off?
Now! Open your chute, now! Desmond!
Alright, I thought you were gonna tell me when to jump. Goodness, man. And we landed.
That wasn't so bad.
So, you must be Desmond. Not exactly what I expected, but I guess your kind doesn't have many options these days.
Who are you?
Ask your father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look, I'm not supposed to kill you, but the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up. So you got to the counter.
Crisscross.
So who the hell is Daniel Cross?
Believe it or not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but it turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did he know you were there? We could be compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this, it doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you go see about finding a socket for that power source. Or we can return to Connor if you prefer. All the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the key.
Alright. So we're out here again. So let's see if we can talk to other people.
I know everyone thinks I'm being silly, but I can't shake the feeling we're being watched.
We are being watched. By Juno. Or some version of her.
Do you think it's a recording? Or is she a ghost? Or something else? Is she talking to us the way Minerva talked to Ezio?
No clue. I mean, who knows what else they were working on down here? There's still so many rooms we don't have access to.
But do you think she's like literally down here, waiting somewhere, still alive?
Still alive? That's mental. That means she'd be at least 75, 80,000 years old? No, powerful, yeah, but not that powerful.
They came down here looking for a way to survive. Maybe they found one.
That's a theory.
Was it weird seeing Cross?
What do you mean?
It's different for you. You don't know about what happened, I guess. For a long time, he was important to us. He was a different person.
Sean said he was a sleeper agent. Like Lucy.
It was different. She made a choice, but Cross, if you read the files, Abstergo just... They did terrible things to him.
Rebecca?
You're lucky. We all are. We have people who care about us, who look out for us. He was all alone, and the people he thought he could trust, they used him.
Did you know him?
No, but I knew Hannah.
Who's that?
She tried to help him. She trusted him. But there was a raid about a year ago. She stayed behind so the others could escape. Tried to reason with him to see if she could fix things.
Well, what happened?
What do you think happened? He killed her. That's what he does. That's all he knows how to do. Sometimes it seems like that's all any of us know how to do.
Rebecca.
I just want to be alone right now.
Nice, that means you're done talking. Alright, where's Father? Is he going on his same path? Up and down and back around? Yep.
Son, I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have lashed out like that. You have to understand, I've never been very good at this. Never mind that we live rather extraordinary lives.
Yeah, I kinda liked my ordinary one.
You can't escape who you are, Desmond.
So I've noticed.
Look, it's silly for us to go back and forth like this. I admit, I did a shitty job raising you. I apologize, I'm sorry. But it's important you understand it didn't come from a bad place. You're my son. I love you. I guess I was so busy trying to make sure nothing bad happened, I didn't consider the consequences. Truce?
I can't believe it's taken me so long to ask, but... how's Mom? She's not...
No. Your mother is fine. We decided it was safer if we split up for this job.
Always assuming the worst.
For good reason.
Can I at least say hi to her?
I'm sorry, it's too risky. Maybe when we're done.
Right. When we're done.
Who will that be? Okay. Well, that's the end of that. Let's see if we can talk to him again.
Have we ever tried to make peace with the Templars?
Throughout our history, there have been moments. Several, in fact. But it's impossible. There are existential differences, insurmountable. If there were to be unity, it wouldn't be a truce so much as a submission.
But knowing what's about to happen, wouldn't it make sense to try and talk to Vidic? Come to an arrangement, even if it's only temporary?
We'd all be so busy watching our backs, nothing would get accomplished. Imagine that. We're more productive at war.
Well, have we ever tried sending in someone? Doing to them what they did to us with Lucy? Or Cross?
We have, and it's never worked. We've sent people who were either too weak and found themselves turned, or too strong and were unable to carry out the charade.
I just feel like we all want the same thing.
We use the same words, but that's all they are, words. In the end, it all comes down to freedom. We seek it, they detest it. And so there's never an end to the fight. Not until one side is completely gone.
Is that even possible?
Probably not. Our two groups have existed in one form or another since, well, since forever. But things can be better than they are. And that's something.
Alright, I think that's it for him.
Did you look for me, Dad? When I was gone?
Every day.
Come on.
I mean it. Every night I'd look, searching for your name or variations of it, hoping you'd slip up. Abstergo only found you first because they had better access. A few more days and it would have been me.
Well, I'm here now.
And I'm glad.
Alright, let's go for one more.
Do you think Lucy regretted what she was doing?
I used to think I knew her well, but clearly that wasn't the case. So I really can't give you an honest answer.
She seemed so sincere, though. Like she really wanted to make a difference.
Yes, well, when I first met him, I thought the same thing about Cross.
It just keeps happening over and over again.
What does?
Everything.
Don't get weird on me, Desmond.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry.
All right, then. You should think about getting back in the Animus. We've got to find that key.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's all he wanted us to talk about.
We should probably get back to Connor.
Alright, now we talk with Sean. Yo, Sean, what you doing? Well, what are your thoughts?
Ah, Desmond, there you are. Can I ask a favor?
Maybe.
When this is all over, I'd like to try turning the dial back on the Animus. Like, all the way back. To the time of the first civilization.
You think it would work?
There was no real loss of fidelity when you visited Altair. Then again, that was about 1,000 years ago, and I'm looking at going back at least 70,000 more.
Sure, I'd be up for it. It'd be interesting to see what things were like back then.
Excellent. I think it would prove most enlightening.
We all wish.
So this is how it started.
What are you up to?
Just brushing up on my American history. Well, I say history. They certainly teach you strange things in the States.
Like what?
Well, for all the talk of this being a revolutionary war, it was a civil one. Well, not that kind of civil. I mean, there was no America versus Britain. It was Brit on Brit action. And you can clearly see how the whole thing got started. One war gave birth to the other.
You mean the 7 Years' War?
Exactly. Seems the Crown overspent in its attempt to keep the French out, wound up with a great deal of debt. Believing that the colonists should help to shoulder the burden, new taxes were created. It was a reasonable request, even if Parliament was rather, well, undiplomatic about it.
Well, it's not really fair to tax people for a war they didn't want any part of.
What? Didn't want any part of? Did you not notice George Washington with Edward Braddock? He was right there in the middle of it. So here you have the Crown spending who knows how much money to secure a place for the colonists to thrive, and then, when they ask for a little bit of help... Right, look, think of it this way. King George and the colonists, they all go out to dinner, right? And when the bill comes, George asks for them to kick in and pay their share. Fair enough. Now keep in mind, he's been taking them out to dinner gratis for decades now. But the colonists, oh no, they insist they only had a glass of water and a side salad. Never mind the table's full of half-eaten food and empty bottles of wine. Now when the king points this out, what do the colonists do? Oh, they flip the table over and they storm out the restaurant. Probably intending to return later and burn it down.
You left out the part where the king pointed a gun at the colonists and asked them to cover dinner for everyone in the restaurant.
Right, yeah, interesting take. If he pulled out a gun, and I'm not sure he did, it would only have been after the 100th failed attempt at getting them to pay their fair share.
But how do you define someone's fair share?
Oh, well, with a war, apparently.
He got you there.
I wonder how many other places like this exist.
There are dozens of them, all over the world.
And somehow no one's ever found one before us.
I don't think that's true.
Oh?
When I was at Abstergo, Vidic talked about silencing discoveries made by non-Templars. And I'm sure Abstergo has dug up plenty.
The things they must know.
Regretting throwing in with us?
No. Just looking forward to when we can finally trounce those bastards so I can dive into their archives. Oh, I think I found a lead on another power source. Later, Desmond. I'm in the middle of something very important right now. Just, yeah, that's a rule. Just follow that as a rule.
Nice. Okay, so let's look around a little bit more. Can I interact with this? Nope. No? Okay. This is lit up. Go through here. Nope. Oh, look.
Wonder what's inside.
Only one way to find out.
Alright, well that worked. Let's see, let's not do that down there. Okay, you almost killed yourself. Anything down here we need? No? Alright, let's get back up there. Or there's a whole new door open. Wow, okay. Let's turn here. The camera's literally forcing itself to turn.
What is a fact? Is it fixed? Immutable? Certain its existence and only awaiting discovery? Or might it be changed? Here we learned the answer, and thought that it might save us. They were used to command, to control, to own. But we soon discovered another use. When enough sat in thrall and were told to believe, their thoughts took on form. What was imagined became real. If 100 minds could wish away a wall or create a tree, what might 1,000 do? 10,000? More? Might we change the consensus and will the threat away? We resolved to send one into the sky where it might illuminate us all. Once placed, a sentence would be uttered. Make us safe. In this way, we would change the consensus. We would save the world. but it never came to be. We sent a dozen of them skyward, but there was no way to maintain control, to direct the beam, to enthrall the world, to speak the words. Though this was strange and dangerous, what we tried next was worse.
You know what she was talking about? I was thinking about back to Odyssey with the monsters and the myths and stuff, the legends, you know? If what she said right now is true, that means the people created the actual monsters through myth and legend. Which is nice, interesting. Though we've never actually had full control of an Apple of Eden in any of these games, so can't really say what's what.
Our first instinct was to travel back, to change the past, but we could not find a way. But forward, we could look forward. And so here we sought to see beyond ourselves and know what was to come. First, we watched to learn if our work would succeed. But the answer was always the same, so we moved on to other things. But she remained. The one you call Minerva. In time, she too stopped looking, and instead began to speak. She called out across time, in the hopes that you might be saved. She hid messages where none might find them, save for you and those within this place.
Fascinating.
I'm tired of it. The cryptic warnings, the threats. Just tell us what you want!
But they are. We saw the Nephilim there. We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes, and we looked the same to them. Imagine trying to explain all this to a 2-year-old, to a grasshopper. When they said the will of the gods was unknowable, they meant it. Literally.
I killed her, you know. I killed Lucy.
It was the apple, son. It was Juno.
I saw what she was. What would happen if I let her live? I could have stopped myself. I mean, there was a force there. But I didn't have to. I chose to.
Desmond.
Lucy was going to betray us and take the apple back to Abstergo. I saw the satellite launched. I saw them turn it on, and then it failed. Whatever's on the other side of that door, it benefits Juno. We need to be careful.
All right. I think that's as far as we can go. Wait on a second. She's over there. So that's the bottom. This is the top. Is that, can we go through there? No, we cannot. All right. We're down here. Oh, this is the door. There we go. So we climb again? Yeah, climb again. And if we put it in here, I think that opens the door over there, and we can go up there. This is where the next one needs to be put in. After going through all that, Here we go. Alright, let's leave. See if I can figure out where we're supposed to go. Alright. It took me some time, but I got out of there. Let's see if our dad wants to talk.
Come on, son. We got work to do.
Alright, so I'm gonna guess nobody else wants to talk by that. So let's go back into the Animus.
Good luck, Desmond.
These are troubled times. The already uneasy alliance between the Crown and its subjects frays. And behind them both the Templars plot, pulling strings and moving pieces. History dictates they seek order through control. But how will they affect it here? Who supports them? And what conspiracies have they already spun? All these things I must determine. For only by knowing my enemy can I hope to stop them.
Connor! Spare a moment.
Of course.
Have a look.
What is it?
A Xingbao, or rope dart if you prefer. One of the many plans given to us by Xiao Yun to...
Sorry.
We'll have to work on this.
Ganondogo.
Yes, my friend.
What brings you here? Is the village all right?
For now.
What do you mean? What has happened?
Men came, claiming we had to leave. They said that the land was being sold, and that the Confederacy had consented. We sent an envoy, but they would not listen.
You must refuse!
We cannot oppose the Sachem, but you're right as well. We cannot give up our home.
Do you have a name? Do you know who is responsible?
He is called William Johnson.
Where is Johnson now?
In Boston, making preparations for the sale.
Sale? This is theft!
Connor, take care. These men are powerful.
What would you have me do? I made a promise to my people.
If you insist upon this course of action, seek out Sam Adams in Boston. He'll be able to help. What have you done?
When my people go to war, a hatchet is buried into a post to signify its start. When the threat is ended, the hatchet is removed.
You could have used a tree.
Yeah, Connor, come on. Alright, so yeah guys, this is the new Connor. Our story must continue over in the other homestead, or back at the area. But yeah, remember this, because you'll probably forget it as the story goes along. But yeah, I may just go around and start killing some animals in the area. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Because it's a map, if you go into this, you can actually find a lot of different animals. And it's possible that some events may get started. Well, I don't know. If it's a homestead mission, the events won't start immediately, but some events may get started. And I'll try to stop that from happening. But I'll just go around and kill some animals. And I guess collect some waypoints if I can find any. And do as little as I can, because the next episode we are just going to go around getting synchronizations and whatever else we can collect. But yeah guys, with all that said, I'll see you next time.